with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News Nowcast.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Elena Jonathan with your Erie News Now Nowcast. David, the roads are a little bit bad out there. What are drivers going to be facing when they head out today?
Certainly more of that lake effect snow. And here's a view from the Peak. I know we're not in the ski season. They haven't made enough snow to actually allow folks to go skiing. That will come in a couple of weeks here. But we've been dealing with whiteout conditions out there in Clymer, New York. Of course, this is really in the heart of the snow belt. In Warren, along the Allegheny River, we've had some snow, but right now things pretty quiet. It is a little on the breezy side. It is certainly cold. We are expecting some more lake effect snow as we go through the afternoon. We've seen some heavy areas of snow move on to through Mill Creek, and of course we're down by the mall. A lot of folks out there today getting some of those Black Friday deals, and we will continue to watch more of those bands of snow move on through. It's 34 degrees, but it feels like 23 when you factor in that westerly wind at 18 miles per hour. And on Doppler Max, we can see some of the heavier snow back there in the eastern and northern parts of Erie County and also into Chautauqua County as well. Some lighter stuff elsewhere down into western Erie County throughout Crawford County, but we are still looking at this area right here to see the higher totals overall. And we're also looking at some of the snow bands to be kind of enhanced by air coming off of Lake Huron. So that lake is much farther to our north and west, and when you add two lakes to the mix, that can produce some pretty heavy snow. And you can see that snow band right here. It continues to really develop late this morning into part of the afternoon. We'll have smaller bands of snow towards the evening hours, but we're still focused towards the eastern part of Erie County, northern part of Crawford County, and also northwest Warren County. That's where we're still looking at the higher totals. Elsewhere, on and off snow showers as we go through the day with some fairly light accumulations. Things settle down later on tonight, and we are looking at maybe a little bit more snow as we get into Sunday. Now, the snow forecast really hasn't changed a whole lot right along the lake shore. I only think 2, maybe up to 4 inches of snow. That extends back to cover much of Crawford County and also into Warren County, but you can see northwestern Warren County and also into the traditional snow belt between Erie and Crawford County. That's where we got some of the higher totals. So this includes you guys in Edinboro and especially over there towards Corey, Union City, as well as Wattsburg out this way. We could be looking at snow totals potentially more than 8 inches before everything wraps up. Temperature-wise, right now we are in the 20s to around 30 degrees. We have that in Edinboro and Waterford, 28 in Jamestown, and just a degree or 2 above freezing for the lake shore. And because of that, it's actually been able to hold down accumulations just a little bit, but still when you get those heavier snow bursts, obviously the snow can accumulate even if temperatures are above 32. Right now we have the winds coming in from the northwest about 15 to 25 miles per hour, so it's leading to those very chilly feel-like temperatures. So if you're out today, bundle up, and you'll probably need the gloves and the hat as well if you're doing a little shopping, or maybe you're shopping for new gloves and a new hat. Well, today's a good day to do so. Your zone outlook for today, we are expecting plowable snow, especially out there into eastern Erie County, down there into Edinboro as well, areas east of 79 and south of 90 and 86, and into Crawford County. Will focus on you guys in Cambridge Springs to Bloomfield, Spartansburg. That's where the higher totals will be. Even down there in the Sagertown, New Richmond, you could have a couple of inches, but over towards Linesville, Conneaut Lake, and down there into Cochranton, not as much, generally on the order of about 2 or 3 inches of snow. And we'll have light totals back throughout much of Warren County, with the exception of Youngsville and over there towards Columbus, Sugar Grove. You guys are looking at several inches of accumulation for today. So certainly a lot going on with the forecast, but we'll talk more about the weekend and a subtle warm up in the 7-day in just a moment. Elena?
Winter is definitely making its way here. A new variant of COVID-19 has been discovered in South Africa. The variant is known as B11529 and has been detected in small numbers. The World Health Organization said experts say the variant contains around 50 mutations. This level of mutations means it's possible that it came from a single patient who couldn't clear the virus, giving it a chance to genetically evolve. Many of these mutations are linked to increased antibody resistance, which may affect how the virus behaves with the vaccine, treatments, and transmissibility. Along with a handful of cases in South Africa, there were 2 cases in Hong Kong identified in a person who had traveled from South Africa. The UK immediately moved to ban flights from 6 African countries in response. No cases have yet been identified in the UK. The World Health Organization will meet today to discuss the variant. Tampa police made an arrest this week in the murder of an Erie woman who was living in Florida. Police believe Robert Kessler killed 47-year-old Stephanie Kronoverholtz, then cut up her body and tossed it in McKay Bay. A fisherman found a leg in the bay last week and followed the search and found other body parts. McKay has been charged with second-degree murder and abuse of a dead body. He was already in jail on unrelated charges. Many people traveled to see family for Thanksgiving, with airports seeing crowds they haven't seen since pre-pandemic. We spoke with one man who came all the way from Nigeria to be here for Thanksgiving. Our Isley Gooden has the story.
The week of Thanksgiving, most people are heading to the grocery store or packing the car for Grandma's house. John Ibiobier, however, was on a plane for 20 hours from Nigeria to Erie.
It was awesome. Port Harcourt, Nigeria to Germany, Frankfurt, Germany, then from Frankfurt to Chicago, then from Chicago to Erie.
John came to Erie to attend his cousin's new church opening this week.
Okay, I came here for like 20 hours away from Nigeria just to attend this program.
His cousin, David Ibiobier, is the pastor of Salvation Ministries, one of the fastest growing churches in the world.
Because it's a great organization. You know, this ministry does a lot of good charity work for people.
He flew the distance of 5,586 miles from Lagos, Nigeria to Erie, Pennsylvania to be here in support of his cousin.
Because it's a city where anybody who comes and feel at home. God bless Erie.
In Nigeria, he has 50,000 members attend each Sunday.
I'm grateful to God that he could use me as an instrument to be a blessing to humanity.
John says he'd do it all over again if he had to.
I'm very thankful to be here on the Thanksgiving Day. I'm very grateful to God for all he's done, you know, for his kingdom and also for the city of Erie. Erie, Pennsylvania. It's a great city. I love it. The people are very nice and friendly people.
And get this, today John has plans to board another flight today to head to Houston, where they have another Salvation Ministries church. Get your running shoes ready. Today is Black Friday, the traditional beginning of the holiday season, and now the race is on to Christmas. NBC's
The mad dash for deals this Thanksgiving weekend is revealing a tale of 2 holiday seasons.
I hope the discounts are as good this year as they are in the past.
Americans plan to shell out up to $859 billion on gifts and beyond, which would break records. Online shopping expected to spike 10% compared to last year, as millions order early to beat the December rush.
I'm going to do more of my shopping online for sure.
But the big numbers don't mean everyone will be spending big. High-income households will spend 5 times more than lower-income households this season. Hit hard by rising food and gas prices, a record 11.5% of shoppers plan to spend absolutely nothing on gifts this year. For those able to shop, be prepared to see more consumers venturing out in person this weekend.
The energy is different. You know, people are ready to come back.
Mall of America is preparing to welcome thousands before dawn on Black Friday.
With supply chain delays, do you think you're going to have more shoppers in person?
Yeah, the supply chain is definitely impacting both online and brick and mortar, but the key is when you can shop in person, you can take it home with you right in that moment in time. That instant gratification is so important for shoppers.
Thank you so much.
And look for special incentives if you hit stores.
When you go into a store, you may get extra things, maybe a free gift card with a purchase, free gift wrap, and then of course you have the holiday music and the whole kind of vibe as well. But retailers really do want that foot traffic in the stores.
The most popular item landing in carts and bags is clothing, with consumers expected to spend $304 on average. That huge demand made worse by supply chain slowdowns, causing shortages at retailers like Gap and Nordstrom Rack. A sign that as shoppers make their comeback, stores are still scrambling to deliver that holiday magic. Jolene Kent, NBC News, Bloomington, Minnesota.
And here at home, the Mill Creek Mall swung their doors open to welcome shoppers at 6 a.m. The first 300 people had an incentive to go down to the mall today and win a $500 gift card to the mall. Now, if you went through the food court doors, the first 300 people received a swag bag full of mall goodies. Mill Creek Mall officials tell Erie News Now it's more important now than ever to shop in person.
I know you're going to have the item, you'll have the goods in your hand, whereas opposed to, I think, with a lot of the shipping issues, supply chain issues and that, there's a lot of unknowns this year. So I think this year more than ever, it's important for people to do in-person shopping.
And of course, after Thanksgiving comes most people's favorite holiday, Christmas. And to get you in the Christmas spirit, more than 70 trees are up and ready to see return of Festival of Trees being held this weekend at the Bayfront Convention Center. Organizers have been prepping the area since Monday. Here's a look at what families can expect this year for the in-person return to the event. Local companies sponsor a professionally decorated tree and visitors vote on their favorite. The 2021 Festival of Trees benefits St. Vincent's Hospital and the Children's Miracle Network. Santa and his reindeer will be there for the big event, but kids can only sit next to Santa this year, not on his lap. The Festival of Trees runs today through Sunday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., both today and Saturday, and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. Admission is $10 for adults and $6 for children ages 12 and under. Erie News Now is a proud sponsor of the Festival of Trees. We are wrapping up another year for How Cool is Your School? This year's theme is Community Matters. And here is your reminder that today is your last chance to vote on your favorite video. We've asked schools in our area to submit a video showing off how cool their community matters to their cool school. And we've narrowed it down to 4 finalists. They are Springfield Elementary, Union City Elementary, Asbury Elementary, and the Charter School of Excellence. Mark and Brissa took a trip to each school over the past 4 weeks and hosted live broadcasts on Erie News Now Sunrise. Voting ends today at noon. To vote, you can go over to erienewsnow.com. And David, I was out there on the roads today. It's getting a little rough out there with the snow. What do drivers and shoppers have in store for this Black Friday?
Well, it all depends on which direction you're coming from, and obviously we often see a little bit more in the snow belt when we have that northerly wind coming in off of Lake Erie. And right now, Prescott, boy, you can see how angry the lake is. We've got some of those waves really rolling on in. Not much snow on the ground, and for the immediate lake shore, we're not looking at a ton of snow for today, but if you travel up State Street and you continue south, you'll certainly notice the totals picking up more and more. We are at 34 degrees right now, and we definitely have the wind out there, and we'll certainly be dealing with more of those heavy bouts of snow. We'll keep tracking the weather on Facebook, so you want to stay with us throughout the afternoon for additional posts. You can go to Twitter as well, and of course, erienewsnow.com. John Stalen's in later on today. We're going to talk, obviously, about the weekend. Saturday, not looking too bad. Sunday, a little system comes on through, maybe some light snow accumulations, and then you can see temperatures finally getting back to the 40s by next Tuesday, right before we get into the month of December.
Bring your winter jackets out, that's for sure. Thanks for joining us for the Erie's News Now Nowcast. Our next news is coming up on 12:30 on WICU. Make it a great day.